welcome to Elite Vegan Podcast. I'm Althea Riggon, your host, and today we have a lot of stuff. We're going to be bringing you a lot of information around food, a lot of things we have planned for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's my pleasure doing this for you guys. So, episode 1, here we go. So, the first thing I'm going to get into do is I want you to get to know me a little bit better. So I'm going to tell you about my vegan journey. I've been a vegan for a little over 5 years, heading into my 6th. Why did I become a vegan? It was because I had acne and eczema, and my face was like, oh my god, it was so terrible, with sores all over my face, and I couldn't go outside of the house. Or always been in the house, everybody would be out because of my face. I had been to so many doctors, taking so many medication for it, no improvement at all. Before it would get worse than better, while changing doctors and then going through a long process, like maybe 2 years of it was just no improvement. So then I started doing some research myself on YouTube, on Google, all over the place, and I found that your body lets out what you put in it, so you got to be careful of what you eat. So I started adjusting my diet. I said to myself, let me test it. Let me try something else. So I started, I became a vegetarian basically. The first thing I did was to cut meat out of my diet completely. So I used to just eat vegetable and dairy product. But after about a year and a half, still there was slight improvement, but there was still major acne on my face, or some of it even came in my back at first. And then I saw that I needed to get better. So I said, after a year and a half, you know what, I'm going to go fully vegan and really see if this would work. And then I became vegan, and after about 3-4 months, I started seeing improvement. I started saying, "Ooh!" So I started doing my researching about food, kale, vitamin B's, iron, what gives you iron. That's how I got my food knowledge, doing it myself. Organic stuff, GMO stuff, started doing full research, food from nature against food that was modified in a lab. So I got so many information, and I started eating really clean, drinking a lot of water and eating clean. And I saw my face after about 3 years, it was completely gone, and my face was back, and I could go outside, I could go everywhere. I was like, hey, look at my face. When you basically, I healed myself using food. So that's a great thing. And during that time, if I ate something and it was bad, my body would respond with something on my face. That's how my body responds to, this is not good for you, you need to stop eating it or eat something else. So that's one of the things I use to read what I'm putting in my body. So my face was all cleared up after about 3 years, and then I'm going to continue this vegan thing. I really fell in love with it. I love being a vegan. I love vegetable. After doing something for a while, you do fall in love with what you're doing. I love being a vegan. It's the most amazing thing to me in the world. So if you have a story, comment. Let me know your story in the comment. I want to know my fellow vegan story. If you want to become a vegan, we're going to have a episode where things to do, what you need to know before becoming a vegan. So we have a lot of stuff planned for you on the show. So please stay tuned, subscribe, and and make your comments, and we'll definitely take your feedback. All right. So what I want to get into, the first thing is basically non-GMO and versus GMO, what that means, and breaking it down for you so my people can understand more about food. All right. So now I'm going to get into GMO versus non-GMOs. Right. GMO abbreviation. What does that mean? Is genetically modified organism. Right. So what that means is, simply put, something that was the scientists play around in the labs, try to create something similar to what is from nature. So for example, tomatoes, apples, stuff like seedless grapes, stuff like that, mushrooms, they can make them in the lab and grow them in greens, but they're GMOs. And they can look exactly like what's from nature. So you got to be careful when you go in the store. You got to look for the organic sign and the non-GMO sign. Make sure you look for these two signs, whatever you're buying. If you're buying fruit for your to make your smoothies, this is what you look for. If you're buying rice, if you're buying flour, if you've been eating out of a can, make sure it's non-BPA, organic, and it's non-GMO. If you're buying candy, whatever you're buying, it needs to have these labels on it. Okay. So let's get into the top 10 food to stay away from. Leave them out of your diet if you want to maintain a healthy lifestyle. All right. The number one thing is corn. Oh my God. Corn is the most genetically modified food. Right now they're producing it on a mass basis. If you go into a supermarket, I guarantee you that the first 10 items without the organic and the non-GMO, some of it even have it. So you need to read your ingredients when you're buying. The first 10 items, just go in and pick up the first 10 items. Look at the back of the items or the products, and you're going to see corn syrup. That thing is almost in everything that is processed out there right now. So you need to be careful when you buy, and you need to, just read your ingredients. It takes 1 second to know, say to yourself, what am I putting into my body? That's all you need to say. So I think 94% of the corn out there right now are GMOs. So if you see corn on this side, they're on the left, go to your right. Stay away from them. Really, really not good for your internal system and organs. The second one on the list is soy. Soy is 93% of soy is GMO, genetically modified organism. Okay, I know vegan and vegetarian, we love to use a lot of soy, but we got to be careful. We got to make sure it's non-GMO, and we got to make sure it's organic, because it really damages your system when you eat the stuff that are GMOs. Because sometimes when you get older and you go down the line and say, oh, I'm feeling sick, I have cancer, I have kidney problem, I have this, when you're older. But I've always eaten healthy. That's what you're saying to yourself. But what you don't know is you're not. If you go into a store and you buy like beans in a can, but it's not BPA free, or it's not non-GMO, it's not organic. It's beans, but it's GMO beans. So it still affects your internal organs, your internal system. It basically, sometimes you won't see that you're hurting your system right away, but when you go down the line, you'll see that you're hurting your system. Sometimes it shows. Sometimes when you eat a lot of stuff and then you start putting on weight, you're eating vegetable and you're putting on weight, it's the hormones that they put in the stuff. It's not naturally weight gain from eating healthy. It's hormones, bad weight, bad fat that you're putting in your system. Okay? So just look out for the non-GMO and try to get organic stuff when you go to the store. Where are we? Number 3 on the list, we have dairy. I know it's a vegan show, but the show is to help the world. Okay? We want to inform and we want to help the world be healthier and be well and stay well. So I'm touching on dairy because there's a lot of hormones and GMO stuff in dairy. The feed that they give to the cows it has a lot of GMO. The feed that they give to the chicken, a lot of GMO. They also have right now fish. Some people think fish, they're healthy. They have fish farms where they feed the fish. They grow or raise fish. I don't know, I'm a vegan. I don't know what the word to use with that. Whether grow or raise their fish, they feed it a lot of GMO stuff, a lot of hormones to make it bigger and I guess fatter, so that they can sell more. That's one of the things, and they can grow faster. So you gotta be careful when you go. Make sure your stuff is organic and it's non-GMO. Okay, even fish, it is what it is. You just gotta know your information and be careful, right? A lot of GMO stuff. So when you go into the store, when you're walking in sometimes I walk to the meat aisle and I see some chicken. They're like this big. Just the leg is like this big. And I'm like, you just know it's a lab. There's no chicken from natural, that's going to be that big. I've never in my lifetime seen a natural chicken that big. So just be careful when you go in the store and look out for the non-GMO stuff. That's the stuff that you should purchase, and try to get organic, healthy stuff. Okay. So we're gonna jump to number 4. As I was touching on the meat, they're number 4. Okay. So the meat has a lot of hormone. The cows, the fish that they farm raise fish, the chicken, they feed them a lot of GMO stuff. So be aware. Try to get organic chicken if you have to eat chicken and you're not a vegan as yet. Just try to be aware and get those stuff. And I recommend that you watch on YouTube or Netflix, What the Health. It has a lot of information that you need to know about meat. Okay? You definitely need to know this about meat. So check out that video on YouTube, or I think it's also on Netflix. Has a lot of information about meat and what you need to know before you continue to eat meat. Yeah, so try to get grass-fed organic beef or organic chicken if you have to purchase those items in store. So we're at number 6, I think. Yeah, we're at number 6. Canola oil, that's number 6. That's just lab. Scientists put that together, and they're great at their jobs, but it's just not good for you. It's not good for your internal system. So for oil, I would recommend you use olive oil. Coconut oil would be my number 1 recommendation. Grapeseed oil, make sure it's non-GMO and organic. That's if you have to absolutely use oil to cook your meals. Those 3 would be the recommended ones. And number 7, we have honey. Honey is like is in high demand right now. So they're producing it on a mass scale. So right now you hear some story, they're short of bee. There's not enough bee to produce the demand that honey, the demand of honey right now. So what they're doing, they're feeding the bees a lot of GMO feed so that they can produce faster and produce in a mass quantity quicker. Put it that way. So when you buy honey and you go into the store, make sure that your honey is non-GMO. You will see unfiltered, untouched, non-GMO organic honey. That's the one you buy, meaning there's no chemical, there's no GMO, there's no nothing. Sometimes you go in the store and you see some honey, it's just a honey. So just be careful, they're fake honey. I tell you, they also can make fake honey. After the bee produces it, after they feed them a lot of GMO stuff and then they produce it, they go into their lab and they do some additional stuff to it to make it, it's just fake. Fake, fake, fake. So remember to look out for unfiltered, untouched, raw, non-GMO organic honey. That's the best honey to go if you have to use honey in your diet. Another thing that I can recommend is agave. It's not animal based and it's just plant based. So that's a good if you want to make a change. That's a good suggestion. Number 8 would be sugar. Now I know, very addictive, and sugar is in everything. Everything processed has sugar. I know, but you can manage the intake to your system, okay? And for sugar, when you buy sugar, you make sure it's the cane sugar, right? Non-GMO organic cane sugar, because cane is a natural fruit that you get from nature, something from nature. So if you absolutely have to get sugar, make sure it's organic and it's non-GMO and it's cane sugar. That would be my best recommendation, because sugar, most of it comes from the lab with a lot of modification from scientists. It's in our sweets, it's in a lot of snacks, it's almost in everything. So if you want to cut sugar from your diet, to help your cleanse and improve your internal system, that's something I would recommend, But if you absolutely have to have your sugar, just monitor the amount that you take and use something from nature, which would be cane sugar, non-GMO organic ones, okay? Next in line would be zucchini and yellow squash. Those are from the labs. Those are GMOs. Those are not from nature. So I would, if they're on the right, I would send you on the left. Don't touch those when you go in the stores. Not good for your intake. So that now we're going to move to number 10, apples and tomatoes. These are two of the most easiest fruit and vegetable that can be reproduced the non-GMO way. So scientists have developed something that they can do to produce these two items. So you have apples, you have seedless apples right now, and you have tomatoes. So when you go in the store, this is very important. Right here, very important tip. When you go into a store, there's a tag on the fruit or the vegetable with a number, right? You have some numbers starting with 5, you have some starting with 4. The organic numbers starts with 9. So if you don't see your organic sign, you can use the sticker on the product. And once it started with 9, it's an organic fruit or vegetable. Okay? And by law, by the food law, BPA, FDA, sorry, food law, a store or a supermarket cannot put an item out saying it organic and it's not, and they can't put the number on it if it's not organic. So make sure the number starts with a 9. Once it starts with a 9, it's an organic item. Okay? So tomatoes, apples, mushrooms, most of those are GMOs. They're modified in a lab and grow in a greenhouse. So you just got to be careful of those. 11, I know I said top 10, but I just have to give you this information about seedless items. Have you ever gone in a store and when you go into the vegetable aisle, you see seedless grape, you see seedless melon, you know, stuff like that. There's nothing that's natural and from nature and from God that is seedless. So you automatically know once you see seedless, it's a GMO product, it's modified, you know. So just stay away from those. Try to buy your item organic, non-GMO. Okay? Yeah, so that's the top 10 item. Just be careful when you go in the stores. Look out for the those stuff. If they're on the right, please go far away on the left. They're so bad for your internal system. And I hope this was helpful to you. Miley Cyrus stated recently that she's no longer vegan, and this was due to her not getting enough or any omega-3. So, you see, being a vegan, you cannot just get up out of the blue and say, okay, I'm a vegan, right? You have to know, do a little research and know what you get from each vegetable, know what you get from each fruit, know your food, okay? It won't be at the, like, I'm a vegan today, I'm going to know everything today. It won't be like that, but it will, as you go along being a vegan, try to do research so you improve your food knowledge, so you can know you get iron from this kale, you get vitamin from this item, you know, you get different types of things that the body need from different vegetables. So you create your own diet for yourself. There's a lot of vegetable you can get omega-3 from. It doesn't have to be fish or whatever meat product that you get it from. That's a big misinformation that I want to clear up for my people. You can get omega-3 from spinach. You can get omega-3 from chia seed. You can get omega-3 from navy bean. You can get omega-3 from kidney bean. You can get it from Brussels sprout. You know, there's a lot of stuff, and you can get it from flaxseed. There's a lot of stuff that you can get omega-3 from. All that I've just listed is all vegan, and all of those items basically gives you omega-3. And I can basically say I've been a vegan for over 5 years, going 6 years. I'm not short of anything. I don't know, maybe because of my food knowledge, and I know what to eat. You know, so you have to know what to eat so that your body can perform at the ultimate level. You can't just say I'm a vegan and okay, I'm just not eating meat, and you gotta eat specific item, eat a little of everything that gives you vitamin, that gives you iron, you know, that gives you gotta know what you're putting in your body and what the body needs. Okay, so that's what I think is happening. Not enough information and some misinformation was maybe given to her. So I just want to clarify that for the vegan world and my vegan and my people on here, just to let you know that there's a lot of vegan stuff, a lot of stuff from nature that you can get omega-3 from, okay? Mike Tyson, a legend, a great man. He said he's no longer vegan. I love Mike Tyson. I'm one of Mike Tyson's biggest fans. He has a fight coming up, I think. I'm definitely going to check that out. But Mike Tyson not being a vegan, I don't see an issue with that. I see Mike Tyson not being a vegan being proof of how powerful a vegan can be, what it can do for you. That's what I get from Mike Tyson, no longer vegan. You got to remember, Mike Tyson, after his career, big Mike. I'm not taking away anything from Mike. I love Mike Tyson. He's a great man. He's a legend. Okay. But remember when Mike Tyson was a little bit big and fat, after his career ended, he got fat and he was a little bit big and his belly was like over here, really big belly. And he was like all over the place and getting angry here and there. And then suddenly he became vegan, right? When he became vegan, look at the change. Look at Mike Tyson. There's no belly in Mike Tyson right now. His skin is flaring. Right now he has a podcast. He's mentally, he's in tune with everything that's going on. You look at when before Mike Tyson was a vegan. Just look at the pictures. He was like big and fat and all over the place. Look at him when he was a vegan. In good shape, looking healthy, looking strong, looking powerful. That's the Mike Tyson that we were used to, and that speaks to how powerful veganism is, right? Look at where we were, look at where he went, so he hasn't been vegan for about 2 years now, and he's still showing that he was a vegan. He's still and that's how powerful veganism is. So don't take an issue to Mike Tyson not being vegan anymore. Take the positive from it. Look at what it had done for him. Try it for yourself for those who are not vegan yet. It's really a good thing. And being a vegan there's no pressure. You don't have to say, okay, if I go vegan, I've got to be a vegan forever. Veganism or not eating meat or whatever you do, veganism is a form of cleansing the body. Veganism is a form of healing your body. So if you want to do it for a lifetime, great, kudos to you. Myself, I'm going to do it for a lifetime. If you want to do it for a year, if you want to do it for 2 years, if you want to do it for maybe 3 years, that's great. It cleanses, you're healing yourself. You can't tell a person how long to heal themselves. If you want to do it for a day, that doesn't make sense, but for a day, it doesn't make sense. But if you want to do it for a week, just to cleanse yourself, that's a good way to do it for a week. So there's no pressure. We vegans are not pressuring anyone to become or stay vegan forever. If you wanna do it for a short period of time to heal yourself, please go right ahead. When you're ready to come back fully, we are here to welcome you. Okay? So definitely a great man, an example, an icon, Mike Tyson. We love you. I love you. If you want to come back, we'll wait. Move into what's happening in the world of vegans today. A lot of stuff happening, and I want to keep you guys informed. I want to keep you guys in the know. So let's get into it, okay? One of the things that's happening right now in the world of vegans, Starbucks, they're adding a vegan whipped cream. Kudos to Starbucks. That's happening in America, all the location coming soon, you'll have a vegan whipped cream on the Starbucks menu, and they're adding more plant-based to their menu all over America. So that's a really, really big news. What else we got for you? Let's see. We have Smoothie King. They're debuting a vegan oatmeal pumpkin spice smoothie. Woo! Delicious. Definitely check that out. I'm definitely going to try that one. It's all vegans. Right now I'm on a non-processed diet. Maybe not now, but it's something you can check out. Now for veganism, I know you have the elite level. I would consider myself as an elite vegan, hence the name of the show, Elite Vegan. But if you just starting out, you want to still eat your processed stuff, but they're still vegan, make sure they're non-GMO or organic. No, make an effort that they are. You know, you can still do your stuff. You can grow gradually into veganism. There's no rush. Oh, I'm a vegan, so I only eat vegetable. You can take your time and you can eat your Beyond Meat. You can eat your Impossible Burgers, you know, until you get where you want to be. All right. So we also have Domino's. They're launching a cheesy vegan pizza with creamy vegan dipping. Ooh. Sauce. In 12,000 UK and Ireland location. That's a big news for us. So thank you, Domino's, helping the world eat and get healthier. So 12,000. Whoa, that's a big one. That's a big one. So go out and support Domino's. If you're ever in UK and Ireland, far away, but if you get a chance, if you have friends down there, you know, you can let them know. There's also a vegan delivery service for athletes. That's launching. That's pretty good. Making it convenient for people to eat great healthy food. The name of the company delivery service is Fire Road. It's for athlete, but maybe they'll make it, if it's a successful venture, they'll make it bigger for everyone. So keep Fire Road in mind. Okay. Let's see what else we have. We have Ben & Jerry. Ooh. Ben & Jerry UK launches vegan flavor and they're helping to fight climate change. Wow, that's big. That's the biggest of all, right? So far, climate change. So Ben & Jerry UK. So hopefully they'll bring that over to America. But thank you, Ben & Jerry, for that. So check out those vegan flavor from Ben & Jerry UK for all my UK people. We have vegan pepperoni is now available to 400 pizza providers. Wow. California-based pizza plants team up with food service distributor. So they're gonna basically launch the pepperoni to 400 restaurants, basically. So you'll be able to enjoy. If you want to go out with friends, you know, you can go out and enjoy a vegan pepperoni pizza. That's great news. So remember to support them. See, we also have a new vegan bakery opening in Philadelphia. Wow, that's nice. That's America. That's nice. Before I was seeing like big numbers in Europe. So finally seeing something good in America. So yeah, there's a lot of vegan here. We'll definitely support anything vegan because we want the world to be healthier. We want the world to be well. Yeah. So vegan bakery open in Philadelphia. So all my people from Philadelphia, remember, to check this out. The name of the bakery is Cross Bakery in Philadelphia, PA. So definitely check them out, right? If you want your bread, vegan bread, I'm sure they'll do something like that. I know that's something that is short out there. So for those who can't bake, sometimes I bake my bread at home, but for those who can't bake and want a piece of bread, you can in Philadelphia check out Cross Bakery. And now we have, this is another big news. Google's former data scientist raises 7.5 million to make next level vegan cheese. Woo! Ding 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 ding. Right? Because we have vegan cheese right now, but we welcome another vegan cheese option. My only recommendation for Mr. former data scientist from Google, please try to make it non-GMO and organic for us. Okay? We'll definitely, the world of vegan will definitely support you. And thank you for your contribution to the world being healthier. Okay? So, as I said, you can, if process is what you want to do as a vegan, do your process as a vegan. Veganism, being a vegan is no pressure. Okay? Next we have Chicago getting in the game. We have Chicago Vegetarian Museum is now officially going vegan. So I told you guys, the world is becoming vegan. Don't be too late for those who are not vegan as yet. Don't be too late. So if you want your vegan information in Chicago, just starting out, check out the museum. They are now vegan. They are now a vegan museum. Okay? So that's great news. We also have former McDonald's worker opened first black-owned vegan eatery in Harrisburg, PA. Woo! That's big news. That's big news. Wow. So all my people in Harrisburg, PA, if you're following us, if you're subscribed to us, remember to check out this plant-based restaurant. Is House of Vegan, Harrisburg, PA. Okay, so that's another big thing happening in the vegan world today. We have Colombia to ban cosmetic animal testing by 2024. Well, I wish it was tomorrow, but we'll take it. So thank you, Colombia, for your contribution. And we also have Brazilian vegan startup raises, another big one, guys, 21.5 million to save the Amazon from meat industry led destruction. So basically, they're fighting the good fight. That's a win for the animals, I guess. 21.5 million, to save the Amazon, save nature. You can't go against saving nature. So that's definitely, we're going to give that our support, We also have Papa John adding vegan jackfruit pepperoni to menu in the Netherlands. Ooh, getting in the game, Papa John. But what about the US? You guys notice a trend? Europe. We want more. There are a lot of vegan in the United States, and you'll definitely get our support. I don't know if it's a testing thing. They're testing it first, and then basically bringing it over to the US. They're testing if people get it, but there's a big vegan base in the US. And we'll definitely, you have our support, Papa John. So can't wait for you to introduce that option on the menu over here also. Have Atlanta getting in the game. They're getting the first vegan taco shop. Again, guys, the world is going vegan. Don't be too late. Atlanta, kudos to you. You're getting a vegan taco shop. And it's the name of it. Check out Chi Chi Vegan in Atlanta for all my Atlanta people. Thank you for your support in the channel. Remember, guys, comment on the video, give your feedback, like, subscribe if you have not yet done so. We're here for you. I am here for you, making the world healthier, you know. Elite Vegan Podcast. Thank you so much for your support. What else we have for you? Plant-based company in Planteria defend Beyond Meat and Impossible Food after Light Life open letter. So I was reading this maybe yesterday. It's about Light Life basically saying Beyond Meat and Impossible Food, they are using too many modified scientist stuff in their product. But I have to support Beyond Meat and Impossible Food. I have to support a vegan plant-based lifestyle because Light Life, I have seen Beyond Meat with non-GMO organic stuff on their product. So they reply to Light Life saying they don't use GMO stuff in their product. Their product are clean, and I've personally seen it on Beyond Meat, the plant-based burger patty that's non-GMO. And I've seen organic sausage for Beyond Meat. I'm sure also for Impossible Burger. So you gotta start somewhere. So for me, right now I'm on a non-processed diet, but if you want to try veganism and you want to start with plant-based Beyond Meat, there's no problem with that. You can start there and you can grow and grow and grow. So Light Life, too much hormones are in the meat right now. So if that's what you're producing, you know, it's better to have Beyond Meat or Impossible Burger than to have a piece of beef or chicken that are filled with hormone and unnatural stuff. So I do support Beyond Meat and Impossible Burger on this one, okay? Right. So that's all I have for you today, guys. That's our first episode. It was an exciting one. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys. Elite Vegan, the YouTube channel, Elite Vegan Podcast, our first episode. We are growing, we are getting bigger. Thank you so much for support. Remember, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the show. Remember to like the video, like. Let me know that we are doing it the right way. Let me know that we are helping you. Remember, the aim of this podcast is it is for you, and it's to help the entire world, you know, get healthier. Love you. Thank you so much.